President tempered his tone on slaying inflation. He pledged to lower costs on day one, but the reality of global forces has set in. A new poll shows that 66% of Americans believe that Mr. Trump is not doing enough to lower prices. President Trump promised voters in the United States that if elected, he would enact the policies that would bring prices down on day one in office. But 3 weeks into his term, Mr. Trump and the White House officials have become more measured in how they discuss their efforts to tame inflation. They have begun playing down the likelihood that consumer costs for goods like groceries will decline anytime soon, reflecting the limited power that presidents have to control prices. Those are largely determined by global economic forces. The shifting tone could allow Mr. Trump to reset the expectation about how fast prices will come down as he pursues policies like tariffs and tax cuts, which economists say could exacerbate inflation. Mr. Trump and his advisors believe that expanding American energy production and rolling back regulation will reduce costs. They also argue that some of Mr. Trump's tax proposals, such as eliminating taxes on overtime, would curb inflation by giving workers more incentives to work longer hours, therefore expanding the labor force. But in an interview this week, Mr. Trump demurred when pressed about when families struggling with high prices would start to feel some relief. He suggested that his policies would make America a rich country, which would reduce the burden on consumers by, in theory, increasing their earnings.